What's going on, crypto traders and investors? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Friday, February 23rd. Happy Friday, and I hope you're doing awesome. In this video, we're going to be discussing my crypto portfolio. I'll do a 2024 update. I'll give my entire crypto portfolio holdings with percentages. I've done a video in the past, my top 5 holdings, but it has changed. And like I said, I mentioned on a few other videos that I would do an update on my crypto portfolio, and a lot of people were asking me for this. So we'll do an update. As always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only. You should never ever buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or anything that I write. Also, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. You can also give us a follow over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And it's the best way for me to get real-time updates out to the community. I recently posted a MJ portfolio with percentage breakdown as well for 2024. So if MJ stocks is something you follow, cannabis stocks, then you can check out that video. I had a lot of positive feedback from that, and I wanted to do a similar video for my crypto portfolio. So we'll go over my entire portfolio with percentages. So first and foremost, I think a lot of people already knew this, but XRP being my biggest holding in my portfolio, it accounts for 50% of my entire crypto portfolio in terms of dollars. XLM being the second biggest, HBAR being the third one, followed by Link, Algo, LTC, FLR, and SGB. So 8 holdings in total. So XRP accounts for 50%, as I mentioned. XLM, so Stellar Lumens, accounts for 15%. HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, accounts for 11%. I have been adding to my HBAR position. With the recent move, I've posted a couple of videos as well on HBAR. If you scroll down here, you can see I posted a few videos. One yesterday and one a couple of days before that. There was a daily bull flag confirming on Hedera. I'm not going to add right now because I was adding Hedera down around 8 cents, 7 cents. I added a lot, so that's around where my average is. If we do dip, back down to around, that level somewhere around 8 cents again, I might look to add it again. I'm pretty happy with my HBAR holdings, but I would look to potentially add 1 or 2 more times on any dips. And then same thing with Chainlink. So Link accounting for 7%. I think I mentioned it, HBAR 11%, Algo 6%, so Algorand, and then LTC Litecoin 5%, FLR, Flare Network 4%, and SGB Songbird at 2%. Now, FLR, I continue to get airdrops as well, a few thousand Flare every single month just from holding the token and that airdrop. So I don't really plan on adding much FLR. It's kind of the same thing as HBAR. We've seen a recent move on FLR, tons of upside, so I don't want to be chasing at this point. I still think they're both very undervalued, but I'm pretty happy with the amount that I hold on both of those, but I may look to add more of those on a dip as well. LTC, I'm pretty much tapped out. I probably won't add any more LTC. Algo, I might look to add 1 or 2 more times as well. So XRP, I'm not looking to add more XRP. I may add if we get down to like 35 cents or 30 cents if that happens over the next few months. But I'm pretty much packed. I would say, 99% sure that I'm not going to add any more XRP. Like I said, unless we get down to around that 35 cents or 30 cents, I may look to add 1 more time. XLM, not going to add any more. HBAR, like I said, might look to add 1 or 2 more times. Same thing with Link, same thing with Algo, and same thing with FLR. Not going to be adding any more SGB, not going to be adding any more LTC or XLM. 1 more time potentially for XRP. I think, in my opinion, you can never own enough XRP based on where this thing is going to be going in the future, in my opinion. But that is my entire crypto portfolio. Again, this is not financial advice. Don't buy or sell. I'll never tell you to buy or sell anything, and you should never ever buy or sell anything based on anything that I do. This is just my own thoughts and opinions, and I may look to add some other tokens as well. I don't hold any Bitcoin. I don't hold any Ethereum. I've mentioned this on in my previous videos that I bought Bitcoin when it was around $3,000 and I sold it at around $40,000. This was a couple of years ago. Mind you, it did go to about $69,000, so I did miss out on some upside. But I like to be greedy when others are fearful, and I like to be fearful when others are greedy. So the fact that I sold at 40,000 Bitcoin, I didn't really care that we went to 69 because you can't time the top, and as long as you're getting out near the top, that's the main thing. And like I said, I bought it at 3,000, so I still made a ton of upside. And I just can't hold Bitcoin for the long term. Just because it was first doesn't mean it's going to be last. I consider Bitcoin to be the dial-up of crypto, right, compared to the internet. And then I think your XRPs, your XLMs, your HBAR, your Links, your Algos, your FLRs, those are the next gen, right? The next generation version of crypto and blockchain, and those are the high speeds of crypto, right? So again, just because you're first doesn't mean you're last, and these are projects that have a ton of functionality and promise for the future, right? And like I said, it's innovation that continues to flourish, and this is the byproduct of that. If you look at the internet, the .com days, the boom and bust. If you look at the .com days, the pets.com, those didn't stand the test of time, right? Just because you're first doesn't mean you're last. And it was eventually later on, multiple years later, where the Amazons and your Apples and your Microsofts came to fruition, right? And those were the real long-term winners, and the Googles, etc., right? So I think, XRP's potential of being, the biggest crypto out there, in my opinion. Now, couple that with Ripple, Ripple, the private centralized company, and XRP, the virtual decentralized digital asset and virtual currency. I think they're going to basically dominate the market. And Ripple's a private company. You can buy private shares in Ripple, and that's one of my goals for 2024 as well, is become an accredited investor. I'm about halfway there, a little over halfway there, and I could potentially be buying Ripple private equity this year, right? So very different between Ripple, the private company, and XRP, the public decentralized virtual currency, right? So that's my goal. And then, like I said, I think the utility is going to be the main focus on this next crypto bull market. You can say that we're in a bull market right now, but I still don't think utility is really driving it. I think that'll be the next cycle. But I do think that some of these utility tokens, your XRPs, your XLMs, your HBAR, your Link, your Algos, those are going, and maybe even FLR as well, are going to be, we're going to see tons of upside this alt season. And we've already been seeing it, right? Like WorldCoin, FLR, we saw Solana go from like $8 to $120 some. And it's just the beginning of this alt season, right? And we continue to see, one project after another start to consolidate. And then when it has a big move and consolidates, money rotates, right? FLR was up over 22% today, and I posted a video on that as well, Ascending Triangle, that confirmed. So if you haven't seen that, you can check that out. But let me know what you think of my crypto portfolio holdings. Let me know your entire portfolio. If it's too big to name, then, maybe let me know your top 5 holdings. I try to be diversified in the crypto sector, in the MJ sector, real estate sector. I still have a 6-figure cash position as well, ready to buy the dip. I have mutual funds. So if you haven't seen how I'm preparing for one of the worst crashes in stock market history, I highly encourage you to check that out as well. Again, I'm very diversified within the crypto space. I'm very agnostic. I'm not, a maxi of any one project or chain or token. I'm very much, a utility maxi and an overall diversification approach, right? I've got 8 crypto holdings. I think I have like 18 MJ stocks as well. And like I said, diversified across all sectors, big cash position as well. So again, if you haven't seen that video, how I'm preparing for one of the worst stock market crashes in history, I think you can really benefit from that. And again, crypto is a part of that strategy, and focusing mostly on the altcoins. But would love to hear from you, your top 5 holdings or your entire crypto portfolio, from biggest holding to the smallest holding, and let me know in the comment section below what you think of my holdings. If there's anything else that you would like to see, if you think there's anything I should be adding, if there's any other content you would like to see on the channel as well. Like I said, this was a highly demanded, highly requested video, and a lot of people were asking me to do an update. So hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, smash the like. I would appreciate it. Share the video with your network if you know anybody that can find value in this and benefit from this video. But going to end it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. Have a great rest of your weekend ahead, and we shall see you again on the next video.